Hey Cactus crew, how you going? Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Bill. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to go over Katie's post. I'm not a fan page, I'm not a tea page, I am a quote page, I am an advocate. Blah, 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 blah. The thing is, it doesn't mean anything. She's got no credentials. She's done nothing towards bettering herself, educating herself, or helping those that she says she wants to help. Where in her description boxes of any of her videos, any link to further support someone that can help these women? There's not. She's using this because she's got a gathering of people that want this information. But Katie, ding, 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 the internet is forever. You know. Please give it a like. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Share it. Please consider subscribing. Follow me. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and X at It's Crystal Bill. October 19, 23. Why are you so negative towards Christine lately? I'm not a fan page. I'm not a fan page. I've always reported about the facts of the polygamous cults and their crimes. I do not support anyone that promotes polygamous cults that harm women and children. Polygamy in the AUB is not a choice. Women cannot consent to polygamy in this cult. They are groomed from birth to be old dude's fifth wife when they turn 18, for example. This is not a fan page. I will 100% call out any Brown family member, including Christine and Janelle, for promoting a dangerous cult. Christine Brown's grandfather was a PD that went to prison because he and his friends were trafficking and swapping young girls to marry. The men were trafficking young girls all over state lines and into Mexico. The polygamy, e.g. quote finger, raids were lawful arrest warrants to put PD in jail. The leader of the AUB that was in power for much of the time Sister Wives has been on TV, Lynn Thompson, was accused of being a P by his own daughter. Rosemary Williams accused Lynn of SA. TLC cancelled My Five Wives within months of her blog about the abuse. They did not cancel Sister Wives. Owen Allred was found liable for fraud for stealing millions of dollars from a woman to buy many of their compound properties. Former brethren have gone to prison for CR from their church. Cody Brown sells guns, and the cult he originates from is known to have a militia. Katie thinks that the best answer to
why are you being mean to Christine?
Is to go over everything that she goes over every day. Rebirth, the carousel from hell, round and round. Talk about what is your reason? Why do you congratulate women for leaving this cult, but then talk badly and criticize them when they are not meeting your standards of where they should be in their therapy process. It's fucking ridiculous, Katie. You have no idea. You have no idea. You are causing more harm. I'm not a fan page. I will never, ever bend my position that no one should be promoting dangerous FLDS cults, not the cult FLDS or fundamentalist cults. I'm not a fan page. You obviously are. Your work does not sit under advocacy, Katie. No, it does not. You ridicule the women. You ridicule the children. You assume what kind of mental illness they might have. You aren't using words that are encouraging, that are supportive, that are open, that are comforting, that show that you care. Do you care? I think you care about the details. The details that are words to you because you don't understand trauma. I'm not a fan page. If Christine makes light of polygamy after her own kids have been traumatized and abused, I will call it out. If Janelle says that the problems in the family are not because of polygamy, I will call it out. Nearly all polygamous men are narcissists and act like Cody. First, you're not an advocate and you're not a psychologist, so stop labeling people as narcissists. You've got no training. Nearly all polygamous men are narcissists and act like Cody. They are all dangerous. I am not a fan page. Thank you. The picture, I'm not a fan page.
Oh, Page is...
Page is in capitals.
Not fan. This is what we are dealing with. She's not fucking with it. If she can't explain herself in 7 paragraphs that she writes a full-on essay in a post, and people have to ask extra questions in the comments, and she still can't get her point across. Someone needs to give up the career. Writing is just not for you, okay? This is just something you're not good at. You're also not good at reporting. You're also not good at advocating. All these labels you want to wear, but you don't want to go and do the hard yakka. Get the training, get the credentials, get the resume. Because you're not passionate about this career, you want to sell this to your audience to make them believe that you are an advocate. This is your life's work. You do so much harm, Katie. You do so much harm. A few years ago, actual advocates that work with women escaping polygamy cults, they actually wrote up this statement and posted it in the Without a Crystal Ball Reddit. It's very important that I read it because Katie has to know that not having any training, not having any qualifications behind her name, she doesn't know that she's causing way more harm than any good she thinks she is doing. And the work they do does not need to be compromised by narcissists like Katie online with their label gun, walking around like they think that they are God's gift to fucking humanity. Katie doesn't care about people. Katie manipulates people to get what she wants. She wants people to believe that she's an advocate for women. Katie's in it to get paid. She wants to keep the audience that is bringing in the income because her channel is her family's only income. What lengths do you think Katie would go to keep her income? Katie is destroying lives. And fucking hell, YouTube, what are you doing? Why are you allowing this? We've crafted this statement to address Catherine from Without a Crystal Ball and to implore you to reconsider how you have covered some communities and the members of. Recently, you've made the statement that you, EC quote fingers, will be reconsidering how you cover things. We beg of you to consider with that. Our cloistered communities especially. Many of the members are vulnerable people in dire need of social services. Your actions, however, have impacted our abilities to provide services, advocacy, and outreach. We've become aware that families have been contacted and questioned for information for a few years, which has spread fear, continued fear that mocking or unauthorized stories and misinformation will be publicly relayed carelessly. Every IG live where she even says, oh, I was speaking to this person, and then she relays their story. I've said this before. Why the fuck would victims talk to you? Knowing that you're going to run straight to the web and relay their story as if it's not only your own, but you claim it and you exaggerate it to a story where it's not even their story anymore. So their story was all they had, and you stole that from them. What advocacy are you doing? Tell me, Katie Joy, tell me. You may be unaware, but works like yours can be used as propaganda by some to instill fear in their members. Some lifelines have gone dark. We must be responsible when discussing these communities. And remember, these are often vulnerable people deserving of dignity and compassion, not to be shamed, mocked, or lied about. Many don't even have a voice to respond to your stories. Some of us have worked within the community for years and care about the people. It's taken years to build trust and gain entry to provide much needed social services. We also have the appropriate education and understanding held to rigorous standards to best serve cloistered communities. More importantly, how to safely speak on them when called upon. We have been proactive in directly assisting to improve their own communities and lives from within. Sometimes it's by building health centres and schools, and other times that means helping those who want to leave to do so safely and enter mainstream society with support. You claim to care and want better for these communities, yet your actions and mocking say otherwise. We have never called for your cancellation. We only ask for you to do better. Be more responsible with your platforms and compassionate. You may not care about these communities and see them as a way to get views, and earn a living, but we do care. We've done the work. We hope you hear our plea and take to heart that these are people and families that deserve dignity and our compassion. Consider that your words can have reaching consequences. We do look forward to your improvements as you move forward. Thank you. On and on she goes. Katie, if you care, why don't you do a course? Learn some basics on how to be an advocate, how to use your platform in a responsible way. No advocate would ever belittle women, would ever question them, would ever place your own expectations on them. And then when they don't meet them, you feel like you are able to sit back and criticize. Make up your mind. You're either an advocate or a bully. And by the looks of it, your channel, you're a T channel. Your intro says that. When are you going to change it? Maybe learn there. Like, that's your first thing. If you want to become an advocate, you want to be professional, change your intro, paint your walls, learn how to report and get your message across clearly, because you don't get your message across clearly. You are so hung up, Katie, on the details that you love reminding people. We know. We don't need to be reminded of what's going on. We know. You love the details. What are you going to do about that, Paulson? Not everyone has a fascination with Josh Duggar and cannot stop reporting on him even after he's jailed, speculating, what is he doing? Joshy, Joshy, Joshy. Video after video after video, posting his picture over and over and over. If you cared for the Duggar women, you wouldn't have done that. If you were a true advocate, you wouldn't have done that. And the video I posted last week reminding everyone what you did to Janelle. So sit the fuck down. You don't know boundaries and you are not an advocate.